I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is another episode of Tabletop Tastings. Les, what do we do here at Tabletop Tastings?
Well, what we're doing today is I brought a board game here, which I'll teach you how to play. You've brought a whiskey to pair with our playthrough of the game. We're then going to do a full playthrough, and we're going to reflect back on the board game experience, the whiskey experience, and the pairing of those two things together.
So that's a little different from our normal episode because normally there's a reveal of the game.
Right.
So I don't know what game we're playing, and there's a reveal of the bottle because you don't know what bottle I've brought to pair.
That's right.
So that's a little different here, right?
And it is, because this is so exciting for us. We have just crossed, as of yesterday, as of the date of filming, 1,000 subscribers to our channel. So we've been saving the game Distilled and this bottle from Hard Truth as our 1,000 subscriber special. Steve,
It's a great feeling. It really is a great feeling, a culmination of a lot of work on our part, a lot of effort, a lot of game playing, and a lot of whiskey tasting. Yeah.
So thank you so much to everybody who's part of those 1,000 subscribers, and thank you to everyone else who hopefully continues to subscribe and watches us grow, and grow.
Yeah, awesome. So, Les, what are we going to play?
So today we are playing Distilled. And Distilled isn't a new game. It's been out for a few years, but it's so good, it can still be difficult to find. In fact, this copy we obtained at Gen Con in the summer of 2024. And we've been saving it just for this special event, which we're revealing right now. So I'll do a broad little overview of Distilled.
Yeah, please.
But essentially what we are trying to do is produce spirits, sell them, and make money. And I love how well Distilled does this, because it really tries its best to emulate the spirit making process. So everything in here, the equipment that you use, the process, the getting rid of the heads and tails from distillation, all of that is very accurate, or at least a very good representation of what that distillation process is like. So we've got a few things going on here. We each have our own player board. Our player board has our persona on it, and there's a number of these in the game. Normally when you're going to play, you're randomly dealt 2 and you choose one to select. I've just taken what's recommended for the beginner setup or the first time playthrough for that. And each of the personas have a special little ability. So I'm using Jona Pera de Sousa, which is from the Americas, Brazil. And she has a special ability, and that special ability is that every time I sell a non-aged spirit, I get to make an extra $1 profit on it. So a non-aged spirit would be things like your moonshines and your vodkas. I can make extra money on those when selling them. The back of the card also tells you what your starting resources are and gives a little bit of information about the character that you're using. Steve, what special ability does your character have?
So my character is Jeongji Na, and she's from Korea, and so my special ability is actually quite awesome. So once per market phase, discount one ingredient by $2.
So that's pretty good. Now I started off with $4. You only started off with $1, but that ability is obviously a factor behind that. And then I started off with some yeast. You started off with some water. We both get a barrel and a glass bottle, which the barrel is required for collecting the spirit to sell it, and the bottle is required you need something to put it in when the bottle is sold as well. And that's where our board is. So we've got 3 spots here up at the top that are for distillery upgrades. So if we look at the market up top here, we've got a distillery upgrade pile, and in the bottom right corner of each of those cards, there's a cost to it. So we can have up to 3 different upgrades in our distillery if we pay the price for it, and each of them, they're either workers or special equipment or abilities for that distillery, and a lot of them give ongoing perks and bonuses for it. Next, we've got our pantry, and our pantry is where we store our ingredients. So as mentioned, we each started off with some basic ingredients. I've got some yeast, I've got some water, and then we'll collect more as we go. We've got the basic market here, which you're limited to obtaining just a maximum of 2 cards from the basic market per round. But some of these are free, and some of them are very, very cheap. But they're the basic ingredients for making your spirits. You can also buy additional ingredients as well here, which is the premium ingredients row, and they're more expensive, but those ingredients have a little extra kick or do something a little extra special for you. And then you've got your storeroom, and this is where we store our equipment. So as mentioned, we both have a barrel and a bottle to start off with. These ones will keep the entire game, we never get rid of them, but we can use premium items as well as we play. And again, they enhance the properties of the distilling experience. There's also bottles that we can obtain. So we got the basic one, which doesn't do anything, but you know, we can see up here, we got a pirate bottle, we got a mason jar, and they all add special little attributes or things to the distillation process or the selling of our spirits as well. And at the end of the game, we're going to get bonus points for the more variety of bottles that we have from the spirits that we've sold then.
Okay.
And then we've got our warehouse here. And in our warehouse, we can store spirits to age them. So, you know, a good whiskey, it's not going to be good right away. You got to age it and store it. So we can store up to 2 different items here to age them. And we can age them as long as we want. That's what's really cool about distilled. You can choose to age something just 1 year and then sell it and make some money. Or you can let it sit in the warehouse for 5, 6 years, sell it, and then the flavors that develop over that time will be much, much greater. You'll make a ton more points and money from that sale than for it. On the right-hand side of the board, we've got our little menu here. And that tells us a few things as well. So at the top of the board, there's these little cubes. The first one's $2, the second one's $4, the last one's $6. And those are upgrade cubes to be able to sell additional spirit products. So you notice here that, what is it, Kachaka?
Cachaça.
Yes. Soju, they both require bronze cubes. So
the next one's gin.
Yeah, I got the gin. Thanks so much. So if we want to make these ones, we can only produce them after we've learned the recipe. And that costs $2 to learn one of those recipes. In the silver category, we've got gin, whiskey, and rum. So again, those would cost $4 if we wanted to be able to produce those spirits. And then we've got our premium spirits, you're going to have to correct me on this one too, but the Beiju?
I think so.
And the brandy. And they're gold, they're premium, they cost $6 to unlock. And then each persona, each character has their own signature recipe below here as well. And the signature recipe includes a signature ingredient. So we each have a signature ingredient, but we haven't technically unlocked them yet. To unlock your signature ingredient, to be able to use it, you have to, it's kind of an upgrade type thing. Now how you get those upgrades is every time you produce a spirit, you're going to get the label for it. And there's this lovely little stack of labels here. They've all, of course I throw them on the ground, but they've all got them. So, you know, here's the spirit label for moonshine. So if we're making moonshine, after we've made and sold it, we get to take the label for it and we can cover up any one of these little sections at the top of the board. And that will give us an immediate benefit. And one of those immediate benefits is to get your signature ingredient. So you take your signature ingredient, put it in your pantry, and then and only then can you make your signature recipe.
Okay.
And with the spirit labels as well, there's 4 moonshine, there's 4 vodka, which really it's 2 labels per player. And there's 2 of us, so that's 4 of each. But the others, it's 1 label per player. So that means if we want to make whiskey, at most, we're going to be able to make 2 bottles of whiskey. And that, I should clarify that, because really you can make unlimited whiskeys, but really just the first 2 people to produce whiskey can take the label and drop it down. After 2 whiskeys have been made, you can still make whiskey, but no one's getting...
don't get the added benefits.
The added benefit from it, that's right.
Cool.
The game is played over 7 rounds, which we're going to count with our little round marker. We've each been given 3 distillery goals, which have been shuffled and distributed at random. I do not know what yours are. I did not look at them in advance. But after we cross between round 3 and round 4, we're going to discard one of those cards. So we'll have 2 that we'll keep, and those are extra little secret scoring things that we'll have for the end of the game. And that's really it. Some more of the little minutia parts, like how to distill, we'll cover when we do our first distillation. But Steve, I'm really excited to get started on this. But before we do, I feel like there's something missing. Oh yeah, if you're going to play a game like Distilled, you better have something that's been distilled. Yeah, in fact, it's actually part of the rules for this game, where it says Distilled is best played while enjoying whiskey or some other spirit. So Steve, what have you brought to pair with our playthrough of Distilled?
Okay, so this is a very special bottle. You mentioned it at the beginning. So it is from Hard Truth, which is in Indiana. But it is a very special bottle because it is one that we picked up while we were on our journey to Gen Con, and we actually went and toured Hard Truth in Indiana. What an amazing place.
Yeah, like where else?
So awesome.
What other distillery can you go to? And part of their touring process is to hop on an ATV and drive across the countryside.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's really cool. Let me tell you a little bit about Hard Truth if you haven't heard about it already. So kind of interesting.
You want the hard truth?
Yeah.
You can't handle the hard truth.
I think we will be able to handle
I think we probably can. Yeah. Okay. What do you got?
Well, we've been there. We've seen it. So I think we'll be okay.
Excellent.
All right. So basically, they started in 2015 in a little shop above a pizza store in Indiana there. And then in 2018, they opened the doors to that beautiful 325-acre property that we actually were able to
it was
tour.
awesome.
So amazing. One of the things I love about them is that they are a grain to glass.
Ooh, grain to glass. What does that mean, Steve?
So they take all of the grain that they locally source, they distill it, they mature it, they do everything to it. Once it hits the bottle, then it goes out from there. So they've done every bit of it. They are not sourcing the juice to then bottle it themselves.
So it's the equivalent of like a farm to table, but in the whiskey world. Yeah. Okay.
And from our experience, like with locations like Laws and so on, you always get something really special and very unique. Not to say that NDPs are not great.
I think the secret ingredient is love.
It probably is. And everyone we met on our tour was absolutely fantastic. From the guy that did the tour for us, Travis, to the people that were serving us food at the end, in the bar, in the restaurant. They were all really, really cool people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's an awesome place to go to. And so they really support the family farms around them. Everything is locally sourced. The corn that they use, the wheat that they use, everything is locally sourced, which is actually really kind of cool too.
Yeah, it's like incredible.
Everything that they use is done that way. And again, so after the grain's delivered to Hard Truth, they touch every single part of the process, which is really awesome.
They touch every single grain.
Yeah. They don't just touch it. They massage it. They talk to it.
That's right.
That's what I think. As it's fermenting, they're talking to it. They're just having a nice chat with it. Make it feel nice and at home.
Kobe grain. Yeah. I don't know.
It's awesome. Okay. So you can see the love and the passion they have for it. We did not meet Brian Smith, but he's their master distiller. He would be... everything that I've seen about him, he'd be a really cool guy to meet as well. And so with this bottle in particular, this is their signature. This is their sweet mash rye. This is what they started with, and it is all single barrel. So he hand selects those barrels, and then they are put into the bottle uncut. So there's no water touched to it, nothing like that. It's cask strength. And it is really delicious. Some of the other stuff that they make there too, I was kind of surprised at how much I enjoyed it. So when we did the ATV tour, so it's really cool. You jump on this ATV and he starts driving, he's talking about the property and the history of it, and then he stops. And there was like this cool little alcove, a little tiny building, and then they had like an old pot still sitting out there where they used to make moonshine. And then we tried their gin.
Yeah.
Right? And their gin, I'm not a big fan of gin. I thought theirs was actually really good. And then we like jump back on the ATV and we tour, keep going. So we tried their gin, we tried their vodka, which was really, really good. They had a toasted coconut vodka.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
So good.
And then at the end, we actually had their cinnamon vodka, which was so good. And it wasn't just, nothing is flavored. They're not just putting like the flavoring in it. They're actually using toasted coconut. They're actually using cinnamon to make it.
Yeah, world of difference.
It was so tasty. I'm not usually a vodka fan, but that stuff was.
It was candy.
Fantastic.
It was pure candy.
Oh yeah, it was so good. If you go there, do the Get Lost tour. And that's the ATV tour. They drive you around. It's awesome.
And this
highly recommend
particular bottle as well is only available at the store, and they'll only sell it to you if you've gone on the tour.
Yeah.
And it's got the little badge there of the Get Lost tour, which was super neat.
Yeah, they have bourbons. They have weeded bourbon, which is really good. We tried a whole bunch of them. Everything was delicious. And it's kind of cool because you can tell it's really like a family business because everyone there just loves what they're doing. The guy Travis that took us for the tour, he's just like cool guy. It almost was like, should we get on the ATV with this guy? He looks like he might take us out back, but he was super cool. And then we even met Kelsey, who AKA the Bourbon Blonde Whiskey on Instagram. And she was really cool to meet too.
Fantastic. It was awesome talking to her and hearing about her experiences. And her experience was absolutely through the roof. She went crazy.
Yeah, it was really neat. Just the way that she got into Hard Truth. She worked at some other distilleries as well. She was the executive whiskey steward. I actually think that's changed now. I think she's even moved up a bit now too. Super cool lady. Like everybody we met there was really, really friendly. Get over to Hard Truth. Do any of their tours. They have one where you go out on a tiki boat, which is cool too.
we haven't done it, but
no, I think it would be fun too. So,
it's killing me, man. This
let's crack it open.
Let's get it open.
Every little aspect of it is really amazing too. The beautiful label. They've got the bottle is like has engraved part, not engraved. It's like, I don't know, what do you even call that? It's not even embossed.
Raised.
Like it's raised, like it's in the actual glass of the bottle, which is really, really cool. 117.9 proof, again, single barrel, 58.9% ABV.
And I love the natural cork that they use as well. It's just unfinished at the edge.
Yeah.
And it's sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's crack this open.
Open, man.
Okay, I think there is a perforated spot over here somewhere. Maybe, I'm hoping. Come on. You can play the Jeopardy music.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, there we go. All right.
I know, because we've opened a couple of these before.
Oh, yeah.
I know we're going to have a monumental pop-off.
I believe it will be a 1,000 sub worthy bottle pop.
Okay, let's.
All right, all the way from Nashville, Indiana. Ooh. A little bit of a
little bit of a snap there.
Oh yeah, like that's a beefy, and
Cork.
so light. Like Cork, was it on there too? Or it might have been the Starlight one where they showed us like a whole board.
Yeah, that was Starlight.
It might have been Starlight of Cork, and like this massive like 6-foot board, and it weighed like 5 pounds. It's just, it looks beefy, but so nice and light. Let's try that again. Ooh,
it's just good. Okay, let's get.
I love it.
Let's get it.
That's so good. Okay, let's have some of this to enjoy while we distill.
The dark, rich colors behind this. Oh, that nose too. That nose.
Oh, I love that.
Check that out.
So that sweet mash, basically that's like extra fermented, right? That gives it that really sweet flavoring to it.
It just smells. It smells like a nice apple pie baking in the oven.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I was just gonna say, it smells like home.
It does.
Like it's just, you wanna like curl up with it and just enjoy that nose. A fire's crackling in the distance. Like it's just
it's
so
got
good.
That burn as well, like you know, a spicy burn to the nose as well.
And you would think that it would be a lot, like it would hit you with a lot of that alcohol, but it doesn't. It's just such a nice, well-balanced.
It gives you exactly what you want to get out of it. Oh, that's good.
That's so good. And you know what's funny? Because it does kind of take you back. Now, it's open this bottle and we hadn't visited. I wouldn't be able to have the experience that I'm having right now, the connection, right? But I can totally, like, I'm there again. we're over, like, one spot, you get on swings and you, like, overlook this huge ravine. And, like, this is just the smells that you got while we were there. Like, that's in there.
We gotta go in.
Okay, let's go in. Wow. So it's got those beautiful rye profile to it. It's got that bit of spice, like those baking spices though. It's not like it's really so, I'm going to call it well balanced because if I call it smooth, everybody's going to get angry with me, but it's just so well balanced and nothing really jumps out and punches you. It's all just so nice.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call it smooth because it has those spicy little punches as it goes.
Yeah.
But I do agree 100% with the well balanced. It's got just the right amount of each of those different types of flavors that make it special. That is delicious.
Yeah, like it's cinnamon, there's butter to it. Like this is just, you've gone to a bakery, you wrung it out into a bottle and that's what you get.
Yeah, bread and butter. And I go back to the pie. I keep getting just apple pie with it.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's gorgeous. Every bit as nice as when we tried it there. Wow.
A 1,000 subscriber worthy bottle.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
To go with a 1,000 subscriber game and playthrough.
I really think it's going to go well with this game of Distilled. Like, what better could you get than grain to glass?
Yeah.
And that's what we're enjoying.
Can't get better.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay.
So for Steve, the person to go first in this game is the person who's last visited a distillery. We tend to visit distilleries together.
We do, yeah.
So in that case, I think we may just have to choose randomly who goes
All right,
first.
just flip the coin.
Okay, do you want the D? Yeah,
Sure.
you do. Okay, so Steve's the D.
The D. Big D energy.
Well, D is what landed on the ground, so we'll let you go first.
Okay.
And really, the
Not that I know what I'm doing, but
in the owner, like we'll bounce back and forth each turn, but we're in round one.
Okay.
And the first thing, and actually one of the things I really admire about this game, and I can't find mine because it's on the ground.
Yeah, I love the player aid.
The player aid is fantastic because it walks you through very nicely what you do in each of the rounds and the things that you do. And then the back of it has a great iconography for each of the symbols and what they actually represent within the game. So we're going to start off with the market phase. So it says, take turns in clockwise order to purchase. 1 card or cube per turn until all pass. And then a limit of 2 basic market purchases per player per round. So essentially when you're buying, now you start off with just $1. So you're not going to be going nuts here.
Nope.
But your player ability is,
I get 2.
once per market phase, you can discount 1 ingredient. So it's only ingredients, but buy $2. So ingredients up here and basic ingredients down here as well. So you can buy upgrades, ingredients, items. You can buy cubes to learn additional recipes. And really, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so you always need a yeast and water, correct?
Right. So when you're producing, you actually need one of 3 things. And that's a great point. So you need yeast, you need a sugar, which could be a grain, a fruit, or a plant, and you need water. Now, after we've made some alcohol, we will get alcohol going forward. And alcohol you can sub out for your water or your yeast as well. So it gives a little bit of flexibility. But right now, we're really looking to get one of each of those 3 things at a minimum to make our spirit. That's really
and we just go back and forth till we're out of money, right?
That's correct. Okay. Yes. And really that just allows us, somebody doesn't scoop up all the premium stuff or something like that.
Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do is, because why not, I'm going to use my $1 and I'm going to buy the wheat because it's $3.
Okay. So whenever you buy something, you just put it in your ingredients.
Okay.
And what I recommend doing is during the purchase phase, in your pantry, anything you buy, let's just set it off to the side here. Okay. Because you are limited on the number of basic ingredients that you can purchase. So this kind of allows us to keep track of that until we're ready to start the distillation process.
So, and then these are going to move down?
Yes, those will move down and a new one will go up.
There we go.
Excellent. Now I do have $4. I think I would like to work towards making something a little bit fancy. So I think I'm going to take my $4 and I'm going to spend it. Oh, this is terrible, actually. I want to get a barrel so bad so I can start aging things, but maybe that's a little too aggressive for right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at making some vodka. Which to make vodka, you just need any sort of sugar in there. So I want to go with some fancy sugar. So I think I'll purchase some, let's get some, what is that? Anise? Sorry. Anise?
Oh, that beautiful anise sugars.
Okay, well.
Yum, yum.
I'm going to buy it, and it's expensive, and I'm going to spend $3 on it. Okay. Just throw some money here.
Anise?
Anise, I don't
Maybe?
know.
Let's go with that.
I realized when I said it was wrong. Okay, what are you buying, Steve?
I love it. Okay, so I have no money left, but I do definitely need some yeast, so I will buy from the...
And with yeast and water, they come with special abilities.
Oh, yeah.
So yeast, when purchased, you immediately gain $1. So you get to collect $1 back.
Yep.
Excellent. I'm good on yeast, but I need some water. So when I pick up some water, it says, when purchased, you may reveal the top card of any market deck to all players, purchase it, or return it to the bottom of the deck. So
it can be a premium, an ingredient, or a distillery.
Right. And I mean, I've only got $1, so I'm going to take a look at the ingredients one, see if anything's in there for $1. It's more
Yeah.
anise or whatever it is. So we're gonna just throw that to the bottom.
We'll throw those.
Yeah, that's right. And then
He literally just said to the bottom.
sure did. Now it's back to you.
Okay, let's move these over. Not that I have any money, but we'll do it properly. Beautiful. Okay, so I have water, I have yeast. However, I can take two things from here.
Yep. So you get
So
one
I
more
might as
for
well
you.
take.
No, those ones have a cost then, but yeah.
There's not.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
zero.
right. Mixed grains. Yeah.
The mixed grain is 0, so I'll take that.
Good. So you're now maxed out on your
Yep.
basic market, and same thing for me as well. I think I'm going to go with a grain also because it's free, and I'm now maxed out at the basic market as well.
Yeah.
It's back to you.
So are we still? We're still in the market phase, and I've already used mine, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So I can't do anything. So we're
There's
done.
nothing up there for $1.
No.
And it's back to me, and I have just a lonesome $1 as well, but I've exceeded my purchases down here,
Okay.
and there's nothing up there for $1, so I too am done.
Okay.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we go on to so it says market cleanup. So discard the last card of each premium market row to the truck and replenish.
Okay.
Oh, and it says the last 2 cards for a 2-player game. So we're in a 2-player game, so we'll get rid of the last 2 cards from each one.
Okay. Sorry, glass blower, you're out.
Then all these scroll down and new ones flip up. Oh, good.
Trying to help. Oh, it's a nice millet.
Okay, fantastic. So we now go on to the distill phase. So this really takes place simultaneously. You may trade one item with the basic market. So if you've gone to distill something, one of the big things with distillation is you have to have the ingredients that's required for that product and only the ingredients for that product. So right now we can each just make moonshine or vodka, and moonshine is basically a liquor that has no sugars in it, and vodka is a liquor that has any combination of sugars in it. But with the others, once we get onto whiskey, for example, it requires 2 wheat or 2 grains to it. So you can only have 2+ grains in it. You can't have a fruit or a plant-based sugar in there.
Yep.
So and this is where it allows you to correct a little bit, but if you've made a mistake and you've got an extra sugar in there that you don't want in there, or a different card, you can trade it back to the market here as long as it's of lesser value than the card that you have. And then what we're going to do is place cards in our washback. So in our washback, we need at least 1 yeast, we need at least 1 fruit, and we need 1 sugar, and at least 1 water. So I'm going to take my yeast and put it up here in the yeast. I have 2 sugars. I've got a grain and a plant one, so I'm going to put those in, and then I've got my water there. So if you want to go ahead and do the same.
So with the ones that we don't use, where are they going to go?
So the ones you don't use we'll keep in your pantry. But the thing I guess I didn't mention yet is the more grains we use, or not grains, but the more sugars we use, we're going to get an alcohol card for each sugar that we use. And alcohol cards, the more alcohol we have, the more money we're going to make from our product, and the higher chance we're going to have of distilling something that we want to. Okay, so once we've got those all in, we count how many sugars we have. So I've got a plant and a wheat, or a grain, so I get 2 sugars, so I get to put those there.
You've got 2
sugars,
well.
so you get to grab 2 alcohols and put them in also.
Okay.
And then we're going to create our products. So we're going to grab all of these and we're going to shuffle them up together. So this is the actual distillation process. And what happens in the distillation process is the very tops of that they call the heads. And it's not good. It's poisonous. You got to get rid of it. And then you've got the bottom, which is called the tails, and it's where everything settles to, and it's kind of disgusting and not something you want. So we're going to take our heads, we're going to take it off, and we're going to take our tails, and we're going to take it off. So the heads and tails we actually get to keep, so we can put those back in our pantry. Oh, but this is terrible because
it's not good for me
I
either.
have lost both of my sugars. I've lost my wheat and my plant sugar. So I mean, it's okay because I get to keep it, but that means
I've lost my yeast and I lost my wheat.
Now, losing your yeast is kind of best case scenario.
My what?
So that's I know. Losing your yeast is okay. So you can put those back in your pantry.
Okay.
And then we look at what our final product is, which is the cards that are
you can
remaining.
interchange the alcohol, right?
So my remaining is I've got a water, I've got 2 alcohols, and I've got a yeast. So if I look at my chart over here, I've made moonshine because it has no sugars in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you made?
So I guess I've made a vodka then.
You made a vodka because you have, it says any combination or any sugar that's in that. So you've successfully made vodka. So if we look at our little card here, distill phase. So we placed our cards in the wash back, we added an alcohol per sugar, we shuffled them up, removed the top and bottom, and then we add a barrel and claim a spirit label. So in this case, because you're first, you do this first.
So I use the metal barrel.
That's right. So you stick it in a metal barrel.
Okay.
Now, so you've just made vodka.
Okay.
So we take that.
And I'm going to add it along here somewhere.
We'll hold off on it yet because that technically happens when we sell.
Okay.
And really, if you want, you can just put it on a stack right here.
Okay. It's in my warehouse.
Yeah, put your barrel, everything right here, and then your label on top of it.
Okay.
So that's what you've just made. Okay, and then I do the same thing. So I have made moonshine. So I do that, and I guess I add my barrel to it, put it in my warehouse, and throw a moonshine label on it. Nice. Okay, and then what we're going to do is going to go to the sell phase. So I guess the distill phase is concurrent, but the sell phase now is in player order.
Okay.
So take turns in clockwise order to sell one spirit per turn. So you get to sell your spirit. Okay. So to sell your spirit, you're going to stick everything in a bottle. Okay, and then we're going to see how much money your spirit makes. So if you pick up that stack and count up all of the dollar symbols in the top left corner.
1, 2, 3, 4. I get $5.
So $5, and then you also made vodka. So if we look at the player board here, that tells us that you get an extra dollar as well.
$6.
So you can take $6 for that.
Okay. Okay.
Excellent. And then we're going to get points for making our spirit as well. So you made vodka, and vodka is worth 2 points.
Yep.
So I'm going to take your player marker, and I'm going to move it up to the 2 mark. Okay. Then it comes to me. So everything that you've distilled, you keep the glass bottle and you keep the metal barrel. Everything else you can discard back to their appropriate discard piles then for it. Excellent. Okay. So I've got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and I made moonshine, which actually generates an extra $2. So I've made $7.
There you go.
Excellent. And then for points on that, I get just a single point for moonshine. Okay, and then same thing, I keep my equipment. This I get rid of. Nice. Okay, so we just did the sell phase. If you had things aging in your warehouse already, you could continue to sell additional things because if we save stuff round over round and continue to age it, that could very well happen. And then we go to end of round. So check for fulfilled spirit awards. So we actually have 3 spirit awards up top. So the first one's called double sale. So sell 2 spirits in 1 round and gain 5 points. The next is mouth party. Sell a spirit with 4 flavor cards or more. What happens as we age stuff, flavors get added to it. So really it's once you've aged something 4 times. And then we got builder, have 3 equipment distillery upgrade cards at the end of a round. And those are, so not personnel, but equipment upgrade cards in your distillery. So we check for those. No problems there. If you didn't sell anything, you can hold a tasting. And holding a tasting is essentially you can trade up to 4 points to collect $4. And that just helps you get some money, which can help you kind of buy better stuff or get ahead. Move the round marker forward. So we'll go to round 2. And then pass the first player token clockwise. Thank you. And then if it's at the end of round 3, just get rid of one of our distillery goals. Okay, so we're now at the start of a new round. I get to go first, and I've got a whopping...
So where do we use these? When do we use those?
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you for calling that. Because
I want to use it.
At the sell phase, we get to take our spirit label, and you can cover up any one of the items up top, and whatever you cover up, you get that immediate bonus for. So you can do that first, and then I'll do it second. So you can collect $5 or 2 points. You can move a signature ingredient to your pantry, which allows you to make your signature ingredient. You can discard 1 card from the pantry and take any 1 card from the truck. You get a free ingredient, which would be
just whatever's
available.
There.
You get a free recipe, which is any cube, which is huge, or a free item. or free upgrades. So they're all super good.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, because my signature recipe is a soju,
Yep.
I'm gonna do this and just buy myself a free soju.
Cool. So you get to take a cube
This guy here.
and put it next. So you're now good to make soju.
Okay.
Again, not a requirement to make your secret ingredient.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fantastic.
Now that is the lowest amount.
Yes, it is.
I think I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, because these are worth quite a bit more.
Quite a bit more. Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna try and do is might as well take the gold.
Yep.
And we're gonna make brandy at some point.
Nice. Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to choose any free upgrade. So I'm going to cover this here, and I get to choose one of the upgrades at the top. And I'm going to take...
Yeah, they all do something a little
They all
different,
do something
right?
really good. So this Glassworks. So the Glassworks equipment says once per market phase, I may discount one bottle by $2. So anytime I buy a bottle, I can reduce the price by $2.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's pretty sweet. It's
Yeah,
also a
that's good.
$5 upgrade, so it feels like it's good. Good bang for buck there.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So
done.
now we start, and I'm in the purchase phase.
Okay.
And now that I've got this sweet discount of $2 per bottle, this bottle here costs $3. So I'm going to spend $1 and put that into my storeroom.
Nice. Okay. Well, I have $5, $6, $7. So the little, sorry, just on this little page here, the last two, actually the last four, so whiskey, rum, Beiju, and brandy. There's a little hourglass beside the barrel.
So that means you have to age it for at least 1 year.
Okay.
So it has to go in a barrel, and it has to be aged.
To be
for a year.
aged for at least 1 year.
That's right.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is, so I get a $2 discount on an ingredient. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend $2
Okay.
and I'm gonna buy the apples.
Nice.
That's gonna go into, here, I'll put it there.
Yep, that's great.
Cool.
Excellent. And I do want to really try to make an aged spirit of some sort. So I think I'm going to invest in whiskey, which will cost me $4. Not so expensive. So I'll spend a $5 if I can get one back. And I'll buy a silver cube, please, if you could pass the middle one over.
Yep.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Beauty, mate. Okay.
Oh, and actually, I just noticed, if you allow me to do it, but her ability is each time I sell a non-aged spirit, I can collect $1 more. Are you okay if we go back retroactively and get me my $1?
I'll give it to you this time.
Yeah, I'll take that for
Yeah,
my moonshine
next
sale.
time. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Appreciate
so I've
it.
used my discount already, so everything I gotta play face value for, but that's okay. I want to look at this turbo yeast.
Yeah,
What
what's
does
that
this
say?
do? So during the distill phase, add one additional alcohol.
Alcohol.
That's
yeah,
pretty
that's
cool.
pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll actually get me an extra victory point as well.
Yeah, it's-
so I'm buying that bad
That's
boy.
$3.
$3, so I get $2 back.
Excellent. I am awful glad I got that extra $1 because I'm going to spend $4 now to buy myself a barrel.
Nice.
A little wood barrel.
Nice.
Excellent. Actually, I should have kept this here. Okay, that's great.
Good job. Okay, so the next thing I am going to purchase is, so I've got sugar. So I haven't bought from the bottom one. I am going to take, I need a sugar. Well, you know what? I need a water. So I'm gonna take the water. Actually, I should have did that first, if I was really smart about it, because when the little extra bonus is when you purchase, you may reveal the top card of any of the market deck and use that first. I will see what the ingredient is, and it's actually $2.
$2 for mixed fruits.
Oh, I don't have a barrel though that will allow me to
This
age.
is a basic one, so it should go there anyway. It got mixed in there by accident, so you can draw again.
Well, that's not very nice. It's corn for $4, so we'll just pop that at the bottom.
I like it.
You have the opportunity to purchase it too.
Do
right?
I? Does it?
To all players purchase it or return it?
No, you reveal it to
it's
all
you.
players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Excellent. It's back to me. I have no money left, and I realize I've made a grave mistake.
I love when he makes grave mistakes.
I've spent far too much money on this stuff here. So I'm going to take a water, no, a yeast, and when purchased, I can immediately gain a dollar. Back to you.
All right, so I have a yeast and I have a grain. So what else do I need? I have water, I have a yeast, I have a grain, but I can always take some extra. Why not? And in fact, I'll just take an extra yeast, which will give me an extra $1 for.
Okay, so you've now bought your maximum 2 free ingredients?
Yep.
Or 2 basic ingredients. And that's where I'm stuck at, because I have taken my 2 basic ingredients with the barrel. Yeah, the barrel and the yeast.
Yeah.
So I don't actually have any water. And I've only got $1, so I'm not going to be able to make anything, which makes me sad.
Me too. I'm so sad by this.
Yeah, that's terrible.
You should take a whiff of your hard truth. That'll make you happy.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So I can't actually buy anything else, so I think I have to pass now.
So I could buy something if I felt like it, because I do have $3. Do I want to? Ooh, what is this? A canister bottle. That looks pretty impressive. So when selling, gain 1 victory point if selling European spirit. So how do we know? Oh.
Yeah, each spirit comes from a different region.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Brandy is European, isn't it? If selling European, gain 2. Instead, it costs me $2. Gives me $1 back. But these don't return to your hand.
No,
they're gone once you've used them.
That's right, yep.
I want to try and age, but I'm not going to age this round, so I think I will just save my $3 since I don't make a lot of money anyways.
Fantastic.
I am done.
Okay, so we're going to clean up. So get rid of the last 2 cards from each row. And then we're going to go to the distillation phase. And this is where we can trade with the basic market if we want to. And I think I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, so we'll do that. So I'm going to trade my mixed grains for a water. Fantastic. So trade of equal. So I'm going to trade my mixed grains for water so I can distill. Although not very well. Okay, so I've only got 1 sugar in there, so I'm adding 1 alcohol to it. Steve, you got 2 sugars?
I put 2. So I bought the apples thinking I would use it for my brandy later on because it cost me money to use it. However, when I do use that, I will gain 2 victory points. Plus, there is, with my turbo yeast, I'll get extra alcohol. So anyways, I'm just taking a gamble and I'll waste my $2 that I spent on it.
Okay, cool. So during the distill phase, you get to add 1 additional alcohol. So instead of 2, you get to add 3 alcohol to it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, and then we shuffle it and see what we got left. Now,
it's always a little bit of a gamble.
Yeah, because I've only got 4 cards in here, so I'm losing 2 of them. So I'm either making vodka or, I guess, yeah, vodka or moonshine. So let's see what comes out. So I'm losing my yeast, which is good, and I'm losing, I'm making moonshine.
So I lost an alcohol, and I lost an alcohol.
That's perfect. So those go back into your pantry. And then I get to distill mine first, so go through that. So I'm going to throw a barrel on it, which it has to be a steel barrel. Cool. I'm going to throw a bottle in it at this point as well, and I'm just going to throw the basic bottle in. Okay, excellent. And
because you get that back, which is nice.
You get that back, yeah. So I am doing moonshine again because I got no sugars in there.
Okay, so I'm going to add my barrel and my glass to this.
We'll grab your label. You're making vodka again?
All right, I actually haven't even looked. What did I get? What did I save here? So I've got my water, I've got my apples, which is a sugar, I got my turbo yeast, And I've got grains, so I've got 2.
So you got fruits and grains.
I got fruits and grains.
It has to
be a vodka.
Yep, that's
so
right.
I will make a vodka.
Okay, so I'll give you that.
Okay.
And then I do distill first. I guess I'm player 1. So for
Big
this,
D energy.
I get $1, $2, $3, $4 per the symbols up at the top. Plus it is moonshine, so I get 6. Plus my person's bonus where I get an extra $1 per non-aged spirit. So $7, which will come in handy. And then for points for it, it is just a moonshine, so it's not worth a ton of points, but I do get 1 point for my moonshine.
Nice.
So I'll keep my bottle and my
barrel.
Nice. And then I get my moonshine label, which I do get to put down here. And I think I'm going to go for my signature. I'm going to go for the signature ingredient lady because I got the stuff to make like whiskey now. So I'm going to go for a free ingredient. And we're going to load up. Nope, I'm not going to do a free. I don't want any of the cards that are out there right now. I am going to move the signature ingredient to my pantry. So I'm going to take it. I may not use it for a while, but I've got it in my pantry now.
Good.
Okay, Steve.
Okay, so I've done vodka and I've got vodka. I didn't even use any potatoes.
That was good.
All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8.
$8, okay.
Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8.
And points.
And I do have points. So I have 2 points for the apples.
Okay.
I get 1 point for my turbo yeast.
Okay.
1 point for my wheat. And I think that's it. So that
was
is 4 points.
Plus, because you made vodka, that's an extra 2 points. So you get 6 points for that.
So I'll return my glass bottle and my barrel, and then everything else goes back.
Right. So you are at 8 points, and I'm currently sitting at 2. Yes. We advance the round marker down to 3, and I'll do a quick little scan of the sequence card. We didn't age anything.
Oh, I get to choose. I think I'm going to go for this upgrade.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the malting floor,
Nice.
I believe.
And what's that
so at the end of the distill phase, add 1, I don't know what that is.
One flavor card.
Oh.
Yeah, add 1 flavor card to the spirit to be distilled. So that's pretty sweet. Flavor cards are mostly good.
Points,
they
right?
add extra points. That's fine.
Cool. It's worth $6, so I figure that's probably a good little
That's
pickup.
probably a good pickup.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've advanced this to round number 3. You get the round number 1 marker.
Okay.
And we're back to shopping. Yeah.
Back to shopping. Okay. So, all right. So it's just an ingredient. I really like that turbo yeast.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
She did, because turbo yeast is really good.
It is. And I'm Jung Jai Na.
You're
I'm
while you're doing that,
super
we've
fancy
also
lady.
had new coasters done up that I think are quite fancy.
Yes, they are.
If you'd like some, just leave us a note in the comments and we'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do...
Actually, 1,000 subscriber. If you leave us a comment in the notes and you want some coasters, I'll send you some for free. Just leave us a note in the comments.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to use my ability, and for $1, I will buy the turbo yeast.
Nice. You and your yeast.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm going hard on whiskey this time. I have to get some grains in here, and I can't afford not to have them. I'm just going to do a quick double check because I need water as well. So I'm going to buy the grains up there, that rye grain, for $3.
Okay. All yours.
Excellent. Steve, what are you buying?
Okay, so the next thing I want to purchase, I don't know if this is going to help me or hinder me. However, I really like the look of that malt mill.
Ooh.
And I like the ability
You're so fancy.
that it
It's
has.
$6 though.
It's $6. However, the ability that it gives you is once per market phase, I may discount 1 ingredient by another $2. So, and it has been really helpful with my ability. So I think it's going to be worth it.
You're doubling up on
in the long run.
$6. Yes. Big spender.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Okay, we'll move that down.
Ooh, that's coffee still. Now, once per distill phase, you can return all removed cards. What's that say? Once per distill phase, you may return all removed cards, reshuffle, and remove the top and bottom cards again.
Oh, wow. That's a redo. That's a redo.
That's a redo.
Beautiful.
I still want more grains, though. So I'm going to, well, actually, I need some water for sure. So I'm going to pick up water. It's free. And when I do that, I can look at any card I want. I'm going to look at the ingredients cards. And it's got palm for $4. I do not want palm. So I'm going to return it. And you're up.
Okay. All right. So what I think I want to do next. Oh, man, it's tough. Because I want to get something going and distilled. However, interesting. Oh, I can't. Okay, so I was just looking at my main thing. I've still got to purchase this guy because I want to make my soju at some point. So, soju.
So it's $2 for the cube.
It is $2 for the cube, which is really not that difficult to do. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I am going to purchase the coffee still.
Ooh. Okay.
Excuse me. That was a strategic.
Oh, yeah, I see that strategy. Well played, Steve. Well played indeed. Okay. Oh, I'm so jealous, actually. But well done, Steve. Well done. So I don't need to focus on that anymore.
No, you don't.
But I do still want to go heavy on grain, so I'm going to take my other free grain right now. So that's my 2 basic items, and it's back to you.
I am going to take... I need a grain. So I'm going to take a free grain.
Nice.
That's my free grain.
Excellent. So I'm out of free products. I got $5 left. I am going heavy on the grains, though, so I'm going to spend $3 and buy this. I can just do that over here. I get $2 back. Actually, sorry, it was $4. I don't know why I said 3. Oh, no, it was 3. That's why I said it.
No, it's 4.
It's 4. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I still have one more free item that I can take, so I'm going to take the water.
And same thing, you can have a look at one of the cards if you wish.
Yes, that's correct. It doesn't matter.
If you got no money, then.
I got no money. We'll take a look. It's wheat. I can't purchase it.
Okay. I have $1 left, and I do have that bottle bonus where it gives me $2 off a bottle because of my glassworks here. So I will just purchase a bottle here. This one's for the Americas, which I quite like because that's where my lady is from.
Very good.
Okay, excellent. So that's the end of the purchase phase. So we'll get rid of the last 2 cards in each row.
Sorry, farmer and private investor. You're gone.
Should mention as well, a few things here don't come in the base game. So the mat that is back here is an upgrade. The cards as well is or not the cards, but the coins also are a upgrade as well, but they're fantastic.
And we got that at Gen Con.
We got it at Gen Con.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I love a good metal card.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So this now, oh, we're still at you. Okay, so we're in the distill phase. So we're going to make our washback.
Yeah, I'm going to use that.
Okay, so I've got 3 sugars in mine, so I get to add 3 alcohol cards.
Okay. Well, I'll throw them in there. So I get 1 extra one.
So the alcohols don't go there.
Okay.
You can put them either here or here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, wherever you want.
Okay.
Okay, so you have just 1 sugar. Do you have your special yeast in here still?
Yes, I do.
And what's that one say? So
it gives me an extra one.
this one says when purchased immediately gain. Oh no, sorry, this here.
Oh,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So during the distill phase, add 1 additional thing. So you still get 2.
2. Yeah.
Okay, and then we shuffle our wash back up. And let's see what we're making for spirits.
Yeah. I have a feeling I might be making some vodka.
I really, really want to make whiskey and get that started. So, okay, so I've shuffled good. My top is alcohol. It's a good sign. My bottom is alcohol. That's a good sign.
My top is alcohol and my bottom is alcohol.
Okay, fantastic. So you can put your alcohol back in your pantry. And then, Steve, what have you made for a spirit?
All right, so I've got lots of yeast and I have one grain, so I am making vodka.
Okay, so you're making vodka. I'll give you the label.
Okay.
And you can add a bottle
and my barrel. Let's go in my
great
storehouse.
And then for myself, I have 3 wheats, or really grains.
Yep.
And I've got my water and alcohol. So that is, I just need 2+ grains for whiskey. To make whiskey, I have to have a barrel to age it in. So I do have a barrel. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the ingredient cards face down. And I'm going to put the barrel up top. And I'm going to grab the whiskey label. Now, one of the little minutiae of this game that I love is your whiskey label has 2 sides. It's got whiskey without the E, and it's got whiskey with the E.
Nice.
Now, the difference, Steve, with that is I think in the United States, they spell whiskey with the E.
Yes.
And the rest of the world excludes it. So I'm going to go with the rest of the world, and I'm going to put the whiskey without an E label.
Good job.
Okay, excellent. So now we go to the sell phase.
We'll do these first.
Yep, so you get to sell first.
So move signature ingredient to pantry. It's funny because my signature ingredient, I guess it is soju, so I just need 2 of those.
Well, I mean, soju is completely separate. Your secret ingredient happens to be a grain, but it has nothing to do with soju.
Oh, well, I guess it kind of does because I need to have 2 of those.
Right, but you're not going to burn your special ingredient for soju. You're going to burn your special ingredient to make your signature recipe.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yep.
And when do you decide? Sorry, we've talked about this. When do you decide for the special ingredient?
As long as you got your secret ingredient, you can make it.
And that's actually just regular barrel, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't even have to age it.
In fact, it has to be in a steel barrel.
Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna put mine here and to move my signature ingredient to
your pantry.
My pantry.
Okay, excellent. With myself, I am not selling my spirit. I can't because I made whiskey. So I'm gonna let it age. And this is the first time we've encountered the age fades. So place a aged spirit into your warehouse, which I've done. Add 1 flavor card to each spirit in the warehouse. So this is what's kind of neat is you have no idea what flavors you're putting in. So I'm gonna take a flavor card. And it says add it. So I'm just going to put it underneath the barrel. I have no idea what it is that I've added there.
I do have the special ability at the end of the distill phase to add 1 flavor card to the spirit I just distilled.
Right. So whenever you freshly age a spirit, you're always going to have 2 flavor cards in it, which is fantastic.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything about aging though. Is it not just added to my vodka that I made? At the end of the distill phase?
To the spirit you just distilled. At the end of the distill phase,
add 1 flavor card to the spirit you just distilled. So I think it goes in.
Yeah, sure.
I believe it does.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it at the bottom, and then we'll see when I do my sell phase.
Right, which I mean we're in now. You're selling now.
Okay. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus it was vodka, 7, plus $3. Because it's chocolate.
That's nuts then, if that's the case. Okay.
7, that's $10.
$10, yep. $10. And then how many points is that?
And then 1, just the 1 extra. 1 plus 1, so 2 points.
So 2 points?
Yeah.
Okay. And I haven't sold anything this time, so I am going to do a tasting. So I'm going to opt to lose 2 points to collect $2, which I can just grab here.
Okay.
So that way I got a little something.
Okay. Sorry, I got to put all my ingredients back here.
Yeah.
That is a flavor card. Does that just maybe go up there?
Yep, that sounds good.
That stays with me. Alcohol goes here. That's just a regular ingredient, right? Yep. And there, and water. Okay. All right.
Okay, fantastic. This comes back to me. We check for end condition. So you now have a builder. You have 3 equipment distillery upgrade cards for round, so you can grab that. And that is worth how many points?
5 points.
Excellent. So we'll give you 5 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. If you just want to keep that off on the side, because we're a little.
No, I want to put right in the middle. Make sure everyone sees it.
Nobody wants to see that.
My
Nobody
spirit award.
That's right.
I'll just put it right there. Thank you.
Okay, excellent. And we now advance to the next round.
Okay.
So we go to round 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
Round
we
4.
were on 3.
Okay, so this is where we get rid of a distillery goal. So we were dealt 3 at the start of the game, both random. We have no idea what each other has. So we'll take a quick look and see which one we want to get rid of. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this one.
I'm going to get rid of that one.
Okay, and then we'll just keep these
down
2
there. Okay.
Okay, excellent. And then this goes back to you.
Okay.
And you're up.
I think that's a pretty good spot to just kind of do a little reflection, don't you?
I like it. We're about halfway through the game. I'm the only one who's actually making an aged spirit, so you know, there's something for that. However, you are destroying me right now, point-wise.
However,
in fact, you're going to destroy me a little bit more because I realized I can go down to 0 and give myself an extra $1.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got 0 points right now, and you're at 15.
Yeah, but you are banking on aging that for perhaps more than a year.
I want to make a ton of points off that. That's right.
It's going to be lots of points. So that's really cool. I love it. I am really enjoying, and it's almost like a revisit to Hard Truth. Like that sweet mash is absolutely delicious.
And actually, Steve, I know you're reflecting ever so fondly on sweet mash, but I just realized one thing. These equipment cards have point values to them as well.
Oh, they do.
So you've got 2 points on your equipment card. So I'm going to give you an extra 2 here.
Okay.
And then I've got 1 point on mine.
Oh, look at you. You got a point.
But instead of doing that, I'm going to leave myself at 0 and take the extra $1 for my tasting, which is extra
really
$4.
Really counting on that whiskey being really good. First time distiller, he's not going to do that great.
This whiskey is, actually, you have no idea how badly I want to beat you.
Oh, I know.
this game. I have a feeling, though, that I may not, just because of the great disparity in points there is right now. However, I'm hoping that this right here will continue to be my, my big payout for it.
No,
but Hard Truth is a fantastic whiskey. And the blonde bourbon, she was an amazing individual. Yeah. Really enjoyed meeting with her. And there's a little restaurant type thing they've got there. And
it's amazing. The food was delicious.
It was delicious. But she happened to be there, and I just sat up next to her and started chatting with her. And she was just so open to conversation,
super friendly,
and just so proud and happy and excited about what they were doing there at the distillery. It was such a great experience. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I would love to get back there. If you haven't been, go for a tour. It is worth the drive. For us, it was like a 7.5-hour drive, something like that. And they're actually pretty close. I think it's only like another hour.
So actually, this is a question for you then, Steve, because we're going back to Gen Con.
We are.
In August, which ticket sales open up. By the time this video releases, ticket sales will be open.
Yeah.
But for us, they open up in the next week or so. But are we going back to any of these distilleries? Are we going back to Hard Truth?
Like, so it's such a hard one for me.
It's a hard truth?
I would love to go back because, so we visited Hard Truth. The next day we went to Starlight. And both of those are so good, but there are so many more out there that I really would love to get to. Like Castle and Key, we put that in one of our sip and plays. Like there's so many places to be go. We could just go down Whiskey Row in Louisville, Kentucky, and just go from place to spot to spot. Like it would be so amazing.
In the comments, if we should go back to Hard Truth, please let us know.
Or if there's one of your favorite distilleries down there, let us know too, because I'd love to check it out.
Likewise, in Gen Con 2025, there's going to be the bourbon meetup again.
Yeah.
If you're going to be there as well, let us know. We'd love to meet you and chat with you.
And likewise, we will have some of our awesome coasters with us. If you recognize us and say, hey, that's Tabletop Tastings, I believe we will have some for you.
At Gen Con, if you recognize us, I'll give you a stack of them if you know who we are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Not likely, but hey.
That's why I may give away one stack.
For sure.
But we'll see.
Yeah, this is awesome. That is such a good whiskey. And I love the difference between, so I really do enjoy bourbons and like American whiskeys, so single malts, that kind of thing. I really love this sweet mash. It just adds that extra layer to it.
It's a hard
so
truth,
good.
but
Oh.
it's pretty darned tasty. It's
so good.
So good. Okay, Steve, take us away on round 4.
Okay, round 4. I have $10 to spend. Okay. All right.
Steve thinks he's so big. Got $10. He's gonna own the world.
Okay, so I think one of the first things I do want to do is that I would like to be able to do my signature recipe. So how do I do my signature recipe?
You just have to make it with the ingredients.
So I've already got the blocks. I don't have to do anything else. Right? Like I don't have to buy a cube.
Right.
Okay.
It's your signature recipe. You're the only one who knows it. The only thing you got to be mindful of is that you could lose the ingredients you need during the distillation process from your washback, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And if you lose your signature ingredient, then you're not making it, right?
So if removed from spirit stack during the distill phase, you may return it to the spirit you just distilled. And that means.
If removed during... So if you lose your signature ingredient, it goes back into it. So it's impossible if you're using your signature ingredient not to have it in the final mix.
Okay.
So it's actually best case scenario.
Yeah, it's best case scenario. Yeah.
Your heads or your tails because it comes back.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's what I think I'm going to try and go for this round. I only need a metal barrel, which is pretty cool because that's my starting barrel.
Right.
And I only need one type of grain.
Yes.
So that's pretty sweet as well. However, it is a specific grain. It does have to be the grain sugar, not a plant or not a fruit sugar. So
you can't have any of the other sugars.
No, I can't have any of the other ones in there. I'm going to purchase that rice because it's another grain sugar.
That's good. That's a good call.
So I'm going to buy that, and it's $2, but I get $2 off.
So that's good. Okay, I'm going to pick up this stainless steel barrel. It does cost $4, and I have to pay the full $4. But that will be good because I'm looking to make my signature recipe as well.
Ooh, nice.
So snap.
Some cachaça.
Yep.
All right. So I'll just, whatever. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. So if I was to purchase the fruit sugar here, the figs, do I have to use that in my washback? I can hold on to it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I get it for $2 less because of my
you only get Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Once per.
Yup, I got you.
Oh, snap. So I get it for $3. So I'll put
That's
5.
disgusting.
It is pretty sweet, eh? So I will take those figs.
Slide and flip.
The figs is worth, yeah, they're both worth 5
big
points.
figs.
So I'm just gonna, I'll put it here, but I may not put it in my wash.
That's cool. And I'm looking at just the free ingredients at this point. So I'm going to pick up a yeast just to collect $1.
Nice. All right, so I purchased 2, so I still have my free ingredients. I have money to spend, which is pretty stinking cool. Remove only the top card. Oh, what's this column still say? Although I am done with the equipment.
You can still buy more, you just cover up.
Yeah, you just cover it. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So during the still phase, remove only the top card. Must declare if using before
that's
revealing card. That is pretty stinking good. And it's worth an extra $1. Oh, that one adds an extra flavor. I'm going to keep that one because that flavor card can be very valuable. All right, I'm just going to save that for now. I'm not going to purchase that.
Okay, I am going to just backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
Our distillery upgrades we don't do yet. We do at the end of the game. So I'm going to put $1 back and stay where I am. And then
these ones
Yeah,
here?
that's right. It's only what you have at the end of the
points.
game. Right?
Okay.
So you're down.
The ones that are showing.
That's right.
Okay.
So we'll do that at the end of the game.
I'm still 15 points ahead of you.
Yeah.
Which is pretty stinking cool. I don't need any special bottles, however, and I don't need any special bottles.
I will call out again, bottles are worth points at the end of the game because any specialty bottles we use, you can only use them once, but then we'll kind of keep them aside, and they are worth points at the end.
Oh, okay. That one's cool for moonshine. There's the clay barrels. Those are only good for Beiju.
Yeah, the clay ones are good
That's
for,
kinda
really just beige.
Just the beige, yeah.
What's neat about this game too is there's a bunch of these different tasting cards as well. So there's a lot of different types of spirits you can make.
Okay.
This is just the introductory spirits to it, yeah.
Okay, I do want to eventually make my brandy, so I'm going to spend $4 on. These are ingredients too.
They are basic ingredients.
But they're basic, so I will spend my $4, and I'm going to put a wood barrel as well.
Sweet. I can still take a basic as well, but I do get to buy one bottle, $2 off, so I'm going to pick up this jug.
Okay. And I need a yeast, so I will purchase this.
And you get $1.
And I get $1.
Excellent. And I'm going to take a water, and I'm not going to use the ability because I don't have any money to buy anything.
Okay. So I've used my two abilities. I've used up my 2 basics, have I? Yes, I have. So I think I am going to be done because I don't purchase anything else.
Good. And I'm passing as well.
Hold up. Hold up. I'm actually going to purchase
$4 again.
that plant sugar, but I don't need the plant sugar this time around. However, it's worth money, but I can't have it in my thing. So I can't have it in my wash bag because if I wanted to do my signature, it can only be
the grains. That's
sugar.
right.
Yeah.
You can still buy it and just save it for later.
Yeah. But I think I'll save my $4 for the next round.
Let's sweet.
Okay. 2 and 2.
Your order of operation there is slightly confusing.
Yeah, I like to throw things out there.
Let's do the middle one
then.
first.
Yeah.
And then,
why not?
Well, the why not is because your hand's in the way and then it gets a little tricky. But I mean, I get you. You know, I don't.
I like to throw them off now and then.
You do you. You do you. Okay. Excellent. So we are now in. Let's create our.
So I got my yeast.
I got so much equipment. I
got my sugar.
And what's neat with this game is as you start getting lots of alcohol, you can just sub it for your yeast or for your water, which makes things a little nicer later on.
That goes there. Okay.
Okay, so how many sugars are you working with?
3.
So this can go anywhere but here.
Sorry. Whatever.
Okay, that's cool. So you get 2
alcohol.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
I've got 2 sugars as well, so I get 2 alcohol in. And then we do up our wash bag.
Okay. Let's see. This is a little bit of the, let's see what happens.
If I lose 2 of my 3 grains.
Although I do have the coffee still, which allows me to reshuffle.
You ended up getting that, eh?
Once per distill phase, may return all removed cards, reshuffle, and remove the top and bottom cards again. So it doesn't work in my favor.
Okay.
Top is alcohol, bottom is alcohol.
Oh, so good. Okay, so you can put that back in your pantry.
I love it.
My top, is one of my sugars, my fruit sugars. My bottom is alcohol, though. So I think I'm still good. Okay, excellent. And Steve, what are you making? What's your final?
I am going to go for my signature.
Okay, so what do you got for your ingredients?
So I have my rice, I have my yeast, and I have my grain sugar.
Gotcha. So slap that in a steel barrel. Give it a bottle.
Going in the barrel, going in the bottle.
Excellent. Boom. Okay, and then for mine, I have, which I need for my signature recipe, just 1 plant. And I have 1 plant.
Good.
So I'm going to take that and put it
no, that's not good.
in a stainless steel barrel because I'm premium and fancy like that. And then I need a jug for when I'm going to sell it in. And I got one here, a wrapped bottle.
Nice.
Which I think is very good for my region. So I'll stick it in that. Okay, so Steve, you're up to sell. What are you selling first? And that's a non-aged, which is cool.
Yep.
So you're going to sell that.
I'm going to sell it.
Okay,
It is
so
my signature.
that's incredible. So your signature recipe, talk us through what's in it. Maybe on the back of that little
It should say.
chip. What's it? Does it give us a point value for it? Oh, it's a lot of points.
It's 7 points.
So 7 points.
But it says 3 plus must include my rice.
Oh, let's take a look at that.
Must include rice. What does it mean?
Oh, it is 3+, and it must include your rice, which is your signature ingredient. Stink, I need to look at mine as well.
So I didn't look at on the front. It just shows one.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, that may be my bad. Because mine says I need at least 2+.
I would have looked at that and did this differently. Had I known.
Okay, but do you have it? Oh!
No, I only have 2.
That's terrible. I don't have mine either. So, I mean, that's kind of my fault as well. I guess when I put this
is.
I should have put it the other way around, which it's funny because it color coordinates for that. We could do a little agreement because we messed up.
Yep.
And it was my mistake.
Yeah. We?
But
don't include me in that.
Well, if it makes you feel better, because I missed mine as well. Okay. So we either will accept it, where we'll let us make our signature ingredient, or we'll say we won't.
Are you 1 away as well?
I'm 1 away as well. Yes.
And I'm 1 away.
Yes.
I had money to spend,
and you
so I would have been able to purchase the extra.
And I would have just
whatever
made something else otherwise for it. So how about we use a house rule?
Okay.
And we'll just throw this in where we'll say we're going to let it slide because we made this mistake and we had it on the wrong side then. So we'll both allow ourselves to distill, even though we don't actually have the ingredients required for it.
Although yours is worth 11.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's okay.
You could catch up.
Hey, at least I did the same thing to myself. It's not like it was one-sided for me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, I will definitely. I'll do my. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that this time. Okay. The next time we play, we will make sure that we flip these.
That's right. So okay. So what are you're selling?
Okay, I'm going to sell.
Yeah.
So,
what do you got?
So it is worth $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6 plus. So $7.
$7. You can give yourself $7.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And how many points is that worth?
So points. I've used my Seneca rice, which is 4, plus another point. So that's 5, plus it is 7.
So that sounds like that's 13?
12.
12. Okay.
5 plus 7 is 12.
Yeah, thank you. So 15 plus 12 becomes 27. Okay. And then for myself, we're allowing me to cheat as well, essentially. But I get 4 for my sugar cane. Oh, I'll do money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I get $10, which I've got money here, so I can just grab it. So $10, and then for points, I get 1 plus 4 is 5, plus I am selling it in America, so that gives me 3, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 11. So I get 19, so I am back in the game.
Back in the game.
That way. So
I think I figured out why he was so like, hey, we could just, make a house rule.
We could just let it roll. Okay, so if you use a special bottle, you just kind of set it off to the side because you still get representation for that. Everything else here that's used. This stainless steel barrel says after selling I may return this card to my storeroom. So I get to put that back on there. Nice. And then the rest of this I get rid of then.
Yeah. And I use my signature, so that just goes out the side. It doesn't go in to the rest of the pile, correct?
That's right. Well, I'll just take those off to the side.
Okay.
That's cool. Okay. And then, so we've sold. So I'm going back to you now. If you had something else you could sell, you could. It comes back to me. If I have something else to sell, I could. So I could sell my whiskey now, but I don't want to.
You're not going to? Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take another flavor because I'm going to age it another year.
Yep.
And I'm going to put it underneath.
I forgot to add my flavor at the end of my distill phase.
So it still seems wrong to me. But anyway, grab that, flip it. What do you got?
It's only $1. Although I would have had yours.
What's the flavor, though?
It is seaweed.
Okay.
Gross.
Cool. So you can give yourself another $1 then.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Okay.
It was a free $1.
And then you are first as well, so you get to choose where you're going to put your label for the spirit you distilled.
For my specialty item, discard 1 card from pantry, take any 1 card from the truck. Which one is that?
Free item card, a free
that's a premium item.
Yep.
I can do a free
premium
item. Yep. A free ingredient, or I can do discard 1 card from the pantry.
And with any of these, you can just take points too. So you could just take 2 points for any of those.
Yeah, I could. But what's the fun in that?
I know.
I'm going to try and... do I want any of these premium? So selling in Europe. Am I selling in Europe? I can't tell. Is that brandy is Europe? I think it is.
Brandy is Europe, it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. I'm going to do the premium item. And I will take the Scandinavian bottle.
Okay, very nice. Excellent. I am going to choose the free recipe. So I'll put my label there. And I am going to choose a... You're making brandy, are you?
Yeah.
What have I got left for ingredients? Mostly plants as well. I'm going to actually go for rum. I'm not that fancy. I'll take a silver cube for rum.
There you go.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, and then this shifts back to me.
Yep.
We check our things. So sell 2 spirits and run round. Sell a spirit with 4 flavor cards or more. Okay, I'm feeling good about this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, so we advance to round 5.
Okay.
We're getting down. I go first. I got $10. I'm feeling fancy. I'm feeling rich. And I am looking to make myself some rum. Yeah, let's do that. So I want those fancy sugars. I'm going to pick myself up some sugar cane. And I'm willing to throw $4 at that.
I want to do some brandy. So I'm going to use my discount. And I'm going to purchase those apples for $2.
Nice.
Grazie.
Grazie. And I need yeast or water. So I might as well take the yeasts for free, which gives me $1.
Just looking back at what I've got here. Okay. So I have as well, once per market phase, I can discount it by 2. So I'm going to also take the juniper berries for $3, which is pretty darn good. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I need more plant-based sugars. I think I'm going to pick up that sugar cane for $4.
There you go.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I still have my 2 free items. I have a barrel already.
So I just realized I need a barrel. Oh, mistakes have been made. Anyway, carry on.
I love it.
Carry on.
I love it when mistakes have been made. You know what? I've got a little bit of money left, so I'm going to actually take a water, which will allow me to look at the ingredient and see if I want to purchase it.
Millet. Do you need millet?
I don't think I need millet.
For the millet.
Okay.
Oh, the cheapest barrel is $4. And I only got 3. Oh,
that is an issue.
Okay, so I'm going to probably just make moonshine this time. And I want to keep all of my plants for my next recipe. So I'll pick up, I think I'll just take a freebie here. So that's my second freebie.
Okay. And then I will take a yeast, which gives me $1.
I think I'm good, actually. You know what? I will purchase another, I'll buy rice. So I'll drop $2 and pick up some rice.
Okay. Ooh, what is this? I haven't seen this before. Mountain spring water.
We have actually
removed from spirit stack during the distill phase. Add a basic water card to the spirit you just distilled.
Right. We have actually seen that.
Have
it
we?
was
Okay.
earlier. But essentially, it's worth $2 whenever you distill. And if it comes out, you put another water card in its place. So you're guaranteed to make $1 from that sale. So it's pretty good.
That's pretty thinking good.
So I've passed.
You're passing? Okay, I have one more turn left. And if I want to purchase something, I can purchase something. I'm just looking at, it's only worth $1. The vintage decanter bottle is worth $2. And it's worth $5. Or, you know, I really want to try and make my brandy. So I am going to spend $5 on my juniper berries.
Nice. Okay, and I'm passed, so it's back to you.
Okay, and I am going to pass.
Okay, I've got my washback filled out
I
already.
have not done so, so
if
I'll
you
put
wanna
my
do yours.
yeast, I'll put my water, and I've got my sugars.
Excellent. So then we do alcohol. So I've got 2 sugars, so I generate 2 alcohol. You've got 3 sugars, so you generate 3 alcohol. And then we shake it up.
Okay. Oh, do I not add these ones too?
Well, I mean, if you put them in your washback, you add them, yeah. So if you want to throw them in, go for it.
I'm gonna throw all of this in.
You're doing the whole thing?
Gonna do the whole shebang. I want to make sure that I get her, and it's worth lots of points.
Okay. And whatever you're making is like fruits based, is it?
It sure is.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I go first to remove my heads, which is yeast. That's always positive. My tails, which is alcohol, which is also
Nice.
positive.
Okay, I will remove. Oh, I got my berries, and I've got alcohol. Do I want to reshuffle? I think, you know what? I'm okay because I have enough
Yep, that
in
makes sense.
there to do what I need to do.
So put those in your pantry again.
Perfect.
Okay, so unfortunately, I have made what I need to make whiskey, but I don't have a barrel to age it in. So instead, I'm going to make vodka. So I'm going to put my stainless steel barrel in. I need a jug to sell here. So what can I use for a jug? Vodka. Yeah, I'll use my fauceted bottle. Why not? Okay, so I put that in. Excellent, and that is vodka. So the final vodka label has been obtained.
Okay.
And Steve, what are you making?
So I have
Such a
enough.
fat stack.
It is a fat stack. Yeah, it's actually worth quite a bit, but it's not going to be sold at the moment. So I'm going to add a wood barrel, and I will add
The
my
bottle you can
Scandinavian
save.
bottle.
You don't have to add yet because you're going to age this, right?
I am. Yep.
So you can take the bottle out for now, and you'll add that at the time you're going to sell
okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just leave it there.
That's right.
And I'm gonna put it into my warehouse.
And this is brandy?
And I actually get, it is brandy, and I get a flavor
So
card
the flavor
as well.
just slide underneath the barrel without looking at it.
And it is brandy. Okay.
Okay, excellent. So we did the distill phase. We're now going to do the sell phase. So I am selling my vodka. So my vodka, I get $2 for this bottle. I would have got an extra one if it was oceanic, but vodka is not. It's based on the region I'm in, which is North America. So I get $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 for that sale.
There you go.
Thank you. And then for points, I get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do get 6 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then my stainless steel barrel gets to come back. The bottle goes over here. And the other ingredients get discarded. If you can throw that in the discard pile for me, please.
Sure can.
And then I do get my label. So my label I'm going to put down for a free ingredient. And I'll grab those. I'm actually going to grab that mountain spring water.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay, Steve,
Okay.
what are you? You're not selling anything.
I'm not selling.
So
I'm
if you
gonna
want
make
to
some
do a
brandy.
tasting just to generate some money, you can get rid of up to 4 points to generate up to $4.
Oh, I see.
Or you can hold as is because you are ahead now just by 2 points.
Yep. I think
But that brandy stack you have is
brandy
fat.
stack is fat.
That is fat.
It is a fat
Now-
stack.
We are aging another round, so I do get to take another flavor card
So I will too. Or no?
and add it. Yeah, I guess. Age, place.
Place one to each
Yep.
spirit in the warehouse.
Yep, that's right.
I will add that under there as well.
I think, oh no, I do have 3 flavors. Okay, I'm cool.
It just adds, yeah.
Yep.
I only get the one time.
Excellent.
At the end
So
of the
are
distillery.
you going to do a tasting to make up for not selling any spirits?
I have $3 left. I think, well, let me look here. What do I have? You know what? I'm going to take the chance and, oh, boy, do I do it? And just get an extra couple of bucks. Well, I'm going to do it by 2. We're going to be tied.
Okay, excellent.
Oh,
and you
let's
get
do that.
$2.
I get $2.
Good, and then I had forgot as well with my...
Actually, just put me back. I'm going to take the full 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're here now.
Yeah.
Okay. My lady, her bonus is I get an extra $1 every time I sell a non-aged spirit. So I saw a non-aged spirit, I get an extra $1.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm actually winning right now.
You are.
Which is temporary.
That's a nice
but we'll
comeback.
see. And we're now advancing to round number 6. Market phase.
It's my turn?
Yes, you are now player 1 again.
Okay. All right, what do I want to create? I didn't buy anything else. I could do moonshine, which means I just need yeast, which is not too shabby.
Look at what I got.
And I've got that. I don't have any wood barrels. I'd have to purchase wood barrels to be able to do anything, but I don't. The only thing I can make is brandy. And I can't do my signature again because I've already used it.
Right.
All right. So, what I'm going to go for, I guess, will be some moonshine, which...
Sometimes you got to make a buck, and that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll do yeast this time.
Okay, and you get $1. I'm going to spend $3, and I get my $2 discount because of my Glassworks, and I'm going to buy this vintage bottled decanter.
Nice.
You're up.
Oh, I have money to spend. And that skull
First,
is
you get the money.
$4.
Then you get the women. Then you get the distillery.
All right, so I'm going to spend $5 on the skull.
Ooh, the skull bottle. Classic.
Okay.
That's what I was waiting for.
Ooh.
But I don't have enough money for it, which is unfortunate. So what I'm going to try to do is I want to see if I can get another fancy barrel. So I'm going to pick up a water card for free, which will allow me to reveal here.
It's still $7.
Still $7, which I can't afford.
It would be nice. A hogshead, beautiful. That's a big barrel.
We tried. Okay, you're up.
Beautiful. I was really hoping you would try and go for an ingredient, but I could also do this. I will take a water, which allows me to look at the ingredient and see if I want to purchase it. Sorghum. I cannot, well, I could make vodka, but it's not going to help me really any. So I think I will just, yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to play the safe route, and I'm going to spend $4 to get myself a wood barrel.
Wood barrel, nice. So I've done my 2 free ones. You haven't touched the ingredients, so I haven't got the extra that I need.
And I've only got $1 left, so I'm probably not going to do too much more.
No. I almost want to just, but I don't really want to make vodka. Well, I mean, if I do, it's worth 2 points in the end.
Yep.
And I get to take a
There are no
$1
vodka labels left, though. Not that that's a huge deal.
No, but it's also worth 2 points, though. So I'm going to spend $1.
Yep.
And I will buy... No, they're not worth any. I'm just going to keep my $1, and I'll take the sorghum because it's $2 off.
Okay. Excellent. And I might as well just take a free card left as well. So I could take yeast to make a buck, which gives me $2. Or I'm going to grab the water, which is worth $1 when I distill it. And I'm not going to flip anything because why would I? Okay, so I'm going to build my wash back.
So I could do one more move. However, if I want to make moonshine, I can't put any...
Well, you have to put at least one sugar in, and you want to lose it in your heads and tails.
You want to lose it, yeah.
Right? Otherwise, you're just making vodka.
Well, I have the option. So, yeah. Okay, so we'll just do the wash back. I'm not going to purchase anything else. Put my yeast, my water. I will put 1.
Ooh, you really are looking for shine, eh?
Yeah, and you know what? I'll add my alcohol here. Okay.
Okay. Remember, just the more things you add, the less likelihood you have of grabbing.
I also have... I get to redo
Gotcha. Okay, so you had 1 sugar, so I gave you 1 alcohol.
Okay.
I've got 3 sugars, I get 3 alcohols. And then we shuffle up. Okay, and you're up first, so you do your...
Okay, top one is water.
Excellent.
Bottom one is my yeast, which is okay.
But you're not going to make moonshine because you have a sugar in there. You'll make vodka.
Oh, that's right.
So if you want to reshuffle because of your...
I will. So what does it say? Reshuffle and remove the top and bottom cards again.
That's right. So your coffee still allows you to redo it.
Okay. Top is my yeast.
Okay. Bottom, we really need to be... Hey, you got it. You're sorghum. Okay.
I got it. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So you made...
That goes in here.
Yep. And you made moonshine. Yep.
I'm going to...
You don't really want to change those too much yet. Just stack them. Oh, I got you. Your glass bottle should be in your items list, not your pantry.
Oh, sorry. Okay. It goes in there.
Yep. Okay, there's your label for it.
Okay.
Those go back in your pantry. Okay, and for me, my heads is my...
I also get a flavor card as well for any that I just distilled.
That's insane.
It is. But
It's
so great.
So good. Okay.
Yeah. You really got to pay attention to those.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so my heads is my yeast. My tails, is my mountain spring water. So if removed from the spirit spec during the distill phase, add a basic water card to the spirit you just distilled.
Nice.
So I get to take a water card and put that in here.
Good.
So looking at this, I have 3 plant-based sugars in there. I have successfully made rum. I'm going to stick my rum in a barrel. I'm going to add a flavor card to it in my age phase. I'm going to also just proactively age my whiskey as well because I'm not bottling it yet. Okay.
I'll age my brandy as well.
You're going to age your brandy.
Yep.
Which we are jumping ahead a little bit in order
sorry.
here, but it's easy.
I will sell my moonshine. Okay. As well. So my flavor card adds an extra $2.
Orange peel, nice.
Orange peel.
So good.
So $2, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9.
$9. So good. And then point-wise, what are you pulling off of that?
Okay, so my skull bottle is worth 4 points. 4 victory points. I will...
Oh, keep the bottle. So set it off to the side.
Okay. Oh, that's at the end?
Yep. Okay. You still get the points right away, but...
Okay. So you give me my 4 points.
4 points? Is that your total points?
Yeah.
So 4 and
yeah, it's the only... Yeah.
And then because you sold moonshine...
Moonshine, I get 5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So that goes back. This goes at the bottom. My little freebie, that goes there. And the alcohol goes back. And I get to choose. Or take a free ingredient. Well, that's tough because I don't have 2 things. You got 2 things. You suck.
Yes, I grabbed the rum barrel, yep.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, all right, I'll take a free ingredient. Maybe I'll get to age something with the wood barrel.
So that's an item. It's not an ingredient.
1 free ingredient or 2.
Right, so barrel's not an ingredient, it's an item. And I mean, if you're going to take a free barrel, that'd be the one you want. But
okay.
You can't take, that's an item though, it's not an ingredient.
Okay, fine. Okay, so the only thing I can make is stupid brandy.
Brandy's so good, it's worth those points.
It is good, except that fruit has not turned up again.
Right. Well, there's plant sugars.
Well, I can discard a card from the pantry, which I have a free yeast, and I can take a card from the truck. So what are you talking
about? What are you doing now?
I'm doing here. Discard 1 card from the pantry. Take any 1 card from the truck.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I will do this, and I know... Oh, do I want to go... Oh, I do have fruit there, but I don't have... No, I can...
Any 1 card from the truck, so yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, so I'm going to take the chance, and I will try and find...
It's not even really a chance. I mean, if you don't... There's no good... I mean, there's 1 fruit there. You passed it already.
I know. I was looking at if there's any different ones. Some of them are worth more money. This one's worth more victory points. Thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Good job. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, excellent. So you're good. And I'm not going to sell anything I got here yet. I think we both jumped
and we put the extra.
Okay, excellent. So we're on to the last round. We'll do a quick check. None of us have sold 2 things. or sell the spirit card with 4 more flavors to it. Okay, so we did that already.
No, we did not.
We do it at the end of the item
We
phase
did
every
not
time.
do it.
So we're
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I respect.
We didn't do it. Some more of that. Premium anus.
Okay, sweet. And I'm up first.
You are.
Oh, I've got like no money.
You have no money. Which is pretty sweet. I like it.
I don't have a lot of ingredients, but I think the chance is to make some more moonshine. Sweet. So I need at least 1 grain and bottles. I've got 1 fancy one, 2 fancy ones. I need an extra fancy bottle. There's only 1 up there right now, so I'll pay $1 for that fancy bottle. Huh. You can get your plastic jug there. You can throw
Oh, I got a fancy bottle.
Canadian Club
I'm
in
okay.
there, whatever you
Yeah. Okay, so I need a barrel. So I will spend $7 on said barrel.
Just throwing this out here, but your plan is to age something this round?
Yep.
When are you going to sell it? In future rounds?
Shut up, you jerk. I don't like you.
Just say it.
Yeah.
We're not aging anything this round.
That's true.
Right?
However, if I do sell it, it'll be worth a little bit more if I use that barrel instead.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
That's
Yep.
fine. Okay.
Excellent. I'm looking at just free stuff here at this point, and I do want to make moonshine, so I'll just pick up a green sugar here.
Good. All right, so I'm just looking at what I have for as far as ingredients here. I'll be able to use that one for my brandy. Brandy has to be aged to sell it as brandy.
It does,
Right.
yeah.
So the only really option I have is, thank you very much, is to do some moonshine. I can always, can you throw it in a barrel still? Yeah, you do. You still throw it in a barrel.
It's just so you
It
can't.
doesn't
You
age.
just can't age it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Vodka's worth a couple extra points, which I'll use my fruit for, which is all good. Okay. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to spend $4 on those grapes, which sounds counterintuitive. However, I have a plan.
That's
Because
cool.
they're worth extra points in the end.
I have no money, so I'm just going to pick up some water. And that gives me $1.
No.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
You can look at the ingredient.
Which I'm not going to bother. That's fine. I'll take my water.
Okay, I'm going to take my water and I'll have a look. What's my ingredient here?
Some plant sugars.
Not sugars. It is worth, if it's in my thing, because it can be any of them, I can use all of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's worth, oh, I can't buy it. I only have $1 left. It's worth $4.
Okay.
I was thinking it was like $3. Okay.
So I am passing.
Okay, so then I will also take a yeast.
Great. I'm building up my washback. I've got 1 sugar in there, so I get 1 alcohol.
Sorry, hey, you jumped the gun. So I'm gonna purchase for $1 the potatoes,
Nice.
and we'll see. Do I want to purchase something else? I only have $1 left, but why not? I will purchase the wheat.
Sweet.
Might as well.
Okay. Now you build your washback. And you've got 3 sugars.
4, 5. I have 6 sugars.
Oh my. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
I had just 1, so I get 1, and we shuffle up. I guess vodka's worth more points, so really at this point in time, I should be trying to make vodka.
Well, I really have only the choice of making vodka.
Okay,
So.
so my heads are alcohol, my tails are water, so it looks like I'm making vodka.
My heads is grapes and my tails is water. I have alcohol. Ooh, that grapes is worth 4 points. I'm gonna reshuffle.
Oh, gonna use the
see.
old coffee still?
Yep, coffee still. Let's see if we can just get maybe some alcohol instead.
I like it, yeah. Really getting rid of the yeast is the best case scenario.
Yeah.
You lost grapes.
Oh!
And juniper berries. That's fantastic.
That flippin' sucks. Goes back
so
into
good.
here.
It's so
Shut
good.
up.
Okay, so I get to produce mine first,
Okay.
and I am producing vodka. There's no labels for vodka, unfortunately, but I do get my $2, which is almost useless at this point. And this is worth, my spring water does give me an extra point. So for my vodka, I do collect 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And, actually 3. Plus I get to bottle it and put it so do my stainless steel barrel, which gives me an extra point. And then for bottling for this, I think we'll go with a vintage decanter, which adds an extra 4 points to it as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job.
Thanks, man.
So do you do your whole sell phase?
We do sell one at a time.
Okay.
And these, if you could just, I'll throw that one away. I'll take care of these ones. Okay, so that's one sell, and you're up. You get to sell.
Okay. So I'll add my bourbon barrel.
And you get your stinking flavor to it as well.
I do. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just making vodka.
Yeah, so how much money are you getting?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15.
So 15 bucks. Which points are worth some money at the end as well.
I hope so.
Or dollars are worth points.
Okay.
And how many points is that worth?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10.
So 10 points. That's pretty hefty. So 28 becomes 38.
Yeah.
And you discard all of that except your glass bottle.
Oh, when aging, I actually add an extra.
But you're not aging it, so.
Oh, you suck. It's an item. Alcohol for you to go there. Those are ingredients. Alcohol and more ingredients. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to sell my whiskey.
Oh.
So let's see what I've got in there for flavors.
How do you keep track of how long it's been there?
It's really just the flavor cards. So you add one flavor card per round.
Okay.
Right? So it's my wood barrel. My flavors are cherry, which is worth $2. Vanilla, which is worth $2. Coffee, which is worth $2. And tasting and leather, which is worth $1. Okay, so that's cool. So I get 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus it's a whiskey, which is worth no money, I guess. Okay, so I get $13.
Okay. There you go.
And then for points on these. So aged spirits, that spirit had 4 flavors in it. So that's worth 10 points.
Nice.
10, 11, 12, 13. And because it's a whiskey, another 10. So 23 points I picked up from that sale. So 38, 48.
You're white. Why are you?
Thank you. So 43, 53. How many did we say? 23?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And actually, I guess we'll save these to the sides and now put that one down there. So I'm 53 points for that, which that felt pretty good.
Yeah, I guess it did.
All of this we'll get rid of. The barrel. Oh, and I forgot to bottle that as well. So my bottle, I will throw in just this moonshine bottle, which says when selling, gain 1 extra point. So I'll do that, and that gives me 1 extra point that way. Okay, Steve, you get to sell now.
All right, my brandy. Did I get my flavor card for that last round?
And actually, yeah, we did the flavor cards last round. I get to do my label, though, for one more.
Yes.
And at this point in time, I'm just going to grab
take your points,
one
right?
of this and take 2 points for it.
Yes. Okay. My brandy. So what are we adding up first? The points?
Yeah, we'll do the dollars first. Yeah.
So I had a horse blanket as a flavor, honey, and bready.
Nice. Okay.
So that was an extra 4 points. 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You said points, but
$14.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, $14. The barrel is not worth anything.
Good. And then you had 3 flavors in there. So 3 flavors is worth an extra 6 points. So 6 points.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Plus 13 for
Plus
the brandy.
13.
So that's 27.
27, yeah.
10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, nothing else.
And did you stick your bottle in there as well?
Oh, I forgot to. And I was going to use my Scandinavian. So when selling, gain 2. If selling Europe, I gain 3.
So 3 more points.
3 more
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And it's an extra $1 as well for that.
It is.
Okay, so the bottle's set off to the side. The rest of your stuff get rid of.
So those flavors over there, and then the ingredient. Cool. Yeast, alcohol, figs, alcohol, and water. Okay.
That was a good sell. Okay, it's back to me.
And I get my brandy.
Yep, that's right.
So I will take
The 2 points, I'm guessing?
points.
1,
Yeah.
2. Okay. I'm now selling my rum. So I got to choose a bottle for that. And I will stick this rounded bottle in there. So my flavors, not a whole lot going on, but I do have a smoky flavor, which is quite nice in a rum.
In a rum?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which I can collect from over here. 15. Excellent. Make a mess of things.
Yeah, apparently.
Just destroying the place.
What are you doing?
I think they used the term cut off.
Yeah.
At this point. Okay.
You are cut off.
Excellent. Yes. And then for points for that. So this one, it's 2 points, but if selling in Europe, 3. I'm not selling in Europe. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For a rum, it's an extra 11, so that's 19. And then I'm selling 1 flavor in here, so that's an extra point, so that's 20. So 10, 20.
Nice.
Okay, and then my bottle goes here, my barrel goes away, my flavor goes away. Gone, gone, gone. Thank you. These ones, if you can discard for me.
Sure can.
And then that. Okay, so.
Plus you get to place your rum.
My rum thing, which doesn't matter where I stick it, because I'm just going to take the extra 1, 2 points.
Correct.
Okay, and then we go to final scoring at the end. So, after the 7th round, score spirits.
Actually, hold up.
Yeah.
You have an end of round bonus.
I have an end of round bonus?
You sold 2 spirits.
Oh, yeah, so.
I'm being honest.
Sell 2 spirits in 1 round?
Yeah. Although I did the same.
You did as well? Okay, and then sell a spirit with 4 or more cards in it. So I got that as well. So we'll each give ourselves...
Did I have 3? Yeah, I only had 3.
3, yeah. So we'll give each other 5 for the other one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll get 7 for the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good catch, Steve. Thank you so much. We also have our distillery goals.
Yes.
So let's see how we did with those. So mine was delegation. Score or be tied for the most points from a specialist distillery upgrade. So I don't have any specialists, so I don't get that one.
Okay.
My other one is green glass. Have her be tied for the most displayed North American and or home region bottles. So for North American and or home region, I've got 1, 2 bottles from either North American or home region. How many?
I just had the one home.
Okay, so I win that one. So I do get 5 points there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my distillery goal. Steve, what are your distillery goals?
All right, so juvenile. So have or be tied for the most non-aged spirit labels.
Okay, so non-aged spirit labels, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you get 7 points.
I get 7 points for
1,
that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
And then have or be tied for the most non-vodka spirit labels that require plant sugars.
So non-vodkas that require plant sugars, I've got 2.
So I got 1 that require non-vodka that require plant
So
sugars.
you
So
don't-
moonshine does. I only have the 1.
Yeah, so you don't get that.
Have or be tied. Okay.
Okay, excellent. And
The other one was like, I didn't quite understand it because I didn't know what that was. That's home, eh?
Yeah, it's home.
Have or be tied for the most, that would be Asian
Asia, yep.
or home bottles,
right.
which wouldn't have mattered anyways. So okay.
Okay, so after the 7th round, so spirit's still in your warehouse. So you get to count the points on any ingredient cards, barrels, and recipes in the warehouse. So if you have a stack,
Oh.
if you made something in your warehouse.
Oh, in the warehouse.
In the
okay.
warehouse. So you,
They couldn't sell. Okay.
Right. Bottle collection. So bottles from the same region. So one is worth nothing, but if you got bottles of different types from the same region.
Does home and somewhere else
Home
count?
counts as your person's region.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So that I do have 2 bottles from the same home region.
Okay.
So I get 2 points.
Okay.
Okay. And then at least 1 bottle from 3 different regions. So I do have 1 bottle from 3 different regions.
Okay.
So that scores an extra 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What do you got for bottles?
I've got nothing.
You got nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I only had 2 bottles.
Excellent. And then we do distillery upgrades. So I get 1 point for my distillery upgrades.
Didn't we
Your
already
distillery-
take these?
I took them off.
Oh, okay. So I got 2.
Okay, 2. Excellent. And then distillery goals, which we counted already. And then money. So it's a 5-to-1 ratio. So every $5 you have gives you a point.
So I have 6 points.
And so you get 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have $30 as well, so I get 6 points.
That's great.
5, 6.
So happy for you.
So final score. Les wins the game with 112 points. Steve, after what felt like an early lead, ends the game with a flat 90 points. This is Distilled. This is our 1000th episode. This is Hard Truth. Steve, what do you think of Distilled? I know you have played it before.
Yeah. So we played it at Gen Con. We've played it once before. This is a gamer's game.
I love this game.
It is a gamer's game. It really is. Like, there's so much involved. Like you said, I wasn't too worried about it because I'm like, okay, I'm getting points right away. But those aged barrels that you
aged
did
barrels,
really
yeah.
helped in the end. So I think next time I play, I'm going to definitely try and get that a little bit sooner. There's only 7 rounds, which sounds funny. It takes a while. Like, we've been playing this for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
However, I think that you got to try and get on that a little bit faster. I think for myself, that's what I'm going to do
And
next
the
time.
7 rounds, like every time I play this game, my thought is, I feel like I could do so much more
Yeah.
than
Oh,
I
yeah.
did. But you can only really age 2 spirits at the same time. And ideally, if you can age a spirit in the first or second round, you'll do great. But you're giving up so much to do that because there's so much other kind of engine building stuff you can kind of get going on here that'll help you in the long
And
run.
I grabbed a few of those equipment things, so I spent my money on that, which actually helped me get more ingredients and so on. However, it kind of handcuffed me because I wasn't able to buy barrels and so on. So I tried my method. It didn't work this time. Perhaps against someone that's not as savvy as yourself, it may have worked out in the end. I don't know.
Do you find
You know what?
though,
I don't care though.
after you finish, you're like, next time.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do this. And
100%.
I want to do that, right?
Yeah, I'm like thinking, okay, I want to do it differently next time. I want to try this out. And you know what? Actually, I played this differently than when we played at Gen Con as well, which I guess is one of those things that you gain, right?
Yep.
When you play something a couple of times. I'm looking forward to playing this again.
Yeah, me too.
I cannot wait for us to put this back out and play it again.
And this is one too, it plays up to 5 players, but it's a game that I love playing with just multiple people because there's so many different ways you can attack it or hit it from that. It's just such a fun game. And I love the flavors. You never know what you're going to get. And even like having played it this time, I'm thinking, you know what? It'd probably be better to cash out one of those aged barrels in round 6 so that you get a ton of money to throw into like a vodka or a moonshine for something for the final round as well. Like just go hard on the points. But there are so many different ways you can play it. I really, really enjoyed Distilled. And I think for our channel, Tabletop Tastings, this is the epitome of what we are.
Exactly. This is a grain to glass type of game. And I think it really worked well with Hard Truth, which is just a grain to glass. What an amazing bottle.
Yeah, and we've been enjoying this the entire playthrough. And just every sip of it, I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so good.
And even before the sip, like every time like you're thinking about something, I would just take a sniff of that, and it's just so beautiful. It's so nice. And it makes you feel warm. It makes you feel cozy. And
it's
I
comforting.
think
It's reassuring.
it's so comforting. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. I lost. I still got to drink some really good whiskey, and I still got to play a really awesome game.
Well, I mean, if you got upset every time you lost, you'd be upset a lot. So I'm really glad that you find comfort in
I don't lose to you that often, though, so it's okay. I don't mind.
More often than not. But
that's debatable. I think we could roll back and see. We did stop keeping track, perhaps. I did anyways, because I really don't care.
There is. Anyway. It is nice that each of us definitely have our turns at winning. This has been a really enjoyable playthrough, and I think we've learned a very valuable lesson today. And that is, if you're going to play the 2 to 5 player game, Distilled, you want to pair it with?
Oh, Hard Truth. Their sweet mash. There is nothing sweeter than these two things together.
We are Tabletop Tastings, and we pair board games with whiskey. What keeps us motivated to keep doing this is your thumbs up, your likes, and your comments. Please don't ever stop. It means the absolute world to us.
Yeah, we're going to actually start moving forward. We're going to use some of your comments, and we'll do shout outs to you. So please keep them coming. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter what they are. We love them. Thank you for subscribing. We're now just over 1,000 subscribers. This is a great game to go with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you 1,000 times.
My name is Les.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you.